Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Tartarus Key. I started on the title screen this time because I was too excited uh, to keep going. It looks like I didn't save properly, though, last time I stopped playing, so that's weird. But yeah, I was like way too excited to keep going, and, oh, okay. That's very strange. I guess I didn't save properly. Whoops. Okay, well, we know the answer, so it's just like 1, 2, 3. Um, Anyway, I wanted to preface this episode by being like, I fucking love this game. Like all I want to do is like play this game right now. Um, and it might not come off this way, because on this channel I usually only record and upload games that I like am really, really enjoying playing. Um, like typically sometimes I'll like record like maybe 2 or 3 episodes of a game and then I'll be like, nah, I think this game sucks. Or I'll be like, nah, I don't really like want to keep recording this game because I'm not having fun recording it. Or, some similar thing. And then there are a lot of games that I play that I absolutely don't like at all. So I just want to say that like it's really rare for me to like be so infatuated with a game, and I love this game. I think it's so good. I'm really, really enjoying playing it. I'm really, really enjoying recording it for you guys. I'm just having a great time. Anyway, did I say that this is part 6? I don't remember, but it is. So there you go. And we're in the prison, and we need to save Kai. Does Kai have anything new to say now that we're in the prison? We're people being held here? Prisoners? Maybe. I don't know anymore. Were they torturing people? This is so messed up. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this place. What does this say? I guess that just like is the sign for the kitchen. Also, not gonna lie, recording this game, I don't know what it is about this game. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I'll share that tidbit later. Uh-oh. That seems bad. Yeah, I noticed that earlier, and I was like, huh, what's with that thing on his wrist? It's like 999 or something. Oh, sorry, on their wrist. Their wrist. Their wrist. Okay. Huh? What was that? Whoa. Looks like we're not getting out that way. Let's keep going. But yeah, it's like 999. They've got like this thing on their wrist, and it's like messed up. I don't know. Why am I stupid? They got a thing on their wrist. It looks like the bracelets from 999 that cause you to like die if you go in the wrong door. But yeah, when I record this game, like an hour-long recording is like okay. I just stepped on a pressure plate. What the? This part of the floor sinks down. Do they all do that? Oh, you okay? Yeah, but these floor panels, they sink if you step on them. Why? Is it a puzzle? Probably. Okay. Anyway, the thing I was trying to say, let me just get this out. I just need to like stand still and not do anything. Recording an episode of these, it's like, the video is like 20 gigabytes and I have no idea why. I'm not even sure this game is 20 gigabytes. Like, it's crazy. I think it's just because it's very dark. Like, the darker a game is, the larger the videos tend to be for me. I don't know why. But that's how it typically goes. Anyway, I just think it's, like, insane how huge the video files are for this game. Anyway. Does Kai have anything else to say? This is new. Kai, stay away from the panels, just in case. In case it's a trap? There's traps? Yes. Okay. Kai seems kind of not... They don't really seem very with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't seem like they really got it going on in the brain. I also didn't go down that entire hallway before coming in here, and that was foolish. Um. Whoa! Get back! Are you okay? I mean, in general, tonight, no. But specifically with that, I'm fine. Looks like you can't go through this door without with that bracelet thing. Stay here. I'll see what I can find to get you out of there. Alright. Not much choice anyway. Rules for a card game. Guess whoever was in this room had time to kill. Card note. Looks like rules for a card game I've never heard of. Heart. Never moves to club unless next to spade. Spade moves to heart unless diamond is available. Club will never move to club or heart. Diamond moves to club if heart is not available. Otherwise, free move. Okay, this is some sort of logic puzzle. Tally marks. What were they keeping count of? Something's off about these marks. I better make a note. Oh, they have, like, arrows in them. Weird. There's something odd about these tally marks. Up, right, down, down, right, right. Okay. I can't open these filing cabinets. Also, the freaking flashlight's driving me crazy. Printout. A printout. Is this related to the test? Test printout. What test? What are we talking about? Is this part of the test? Start test. There's a computer here. It says subject detected, and it's giving me a choice to start testing. Am I the subject? I think so. Shit. I don't see another way out of here. I think we're gonna have to start the test. What happens if we fail? We're trapped here forever? I'm not sure. I don't see any other way. Start the test. It's got instructions. I'll read them out. Ask the subject to stand on the lit panel. Got it. Done. Inform the subject that from this point, if they stop off the panel... Oh, also, that should say step, but let's move on. Whatever you do, don't move. Why? What is it? If you step off the panel in the wrong direction, you'll be electrocuted. Look, if it gets us out, I can tolerate to death. What? What do I do? I don't know yet. Give me a second to read the rest of the instructions. Okay. So, the point of the test is to study the effect of memory under stress. Well, I am definitely stressed, so that checks out. Subjects were given cards to memorize, which would tell you how to move on the grid. I haven't seen anything like that. No! I'm gonna die. No, you're not. Stay where you are. The answers will be here. Okay, yeah. Okay. Only move when I tell you to. Until then, hang tight. Not much of a choice. Okay. Let's examine the computer. Okay. Well, we do have the directions. Up, right, down, down, right, right. Is that it? Okay, I think you just need to step onto that panel there. You think? Yeah. Not that I don't trust you, but are you sure? My life is on the line here. One wrong move and I'm... Well, you know. Are you sure? I was. Okay, I trust you, so... Actually, you know what? Let me just take one more look. Just to make sure. By which I mean, let me exit this screen and save the game so that if I fail, I don't have to deal with the consequences of my actions. Still locked. Must open after we complete the test. Okay, anyway. We don't have any suits yet, so I'm thinking that I just have to tell them to follow the directions in the tally marks. I'm sure. Sorry, Kai. I know you're worried. So am I. But the last thing I'm going to do is put you in danger without being sure. I'm sure that's the right panel. Okay. Thanks, Alex. Okay. Now we want to move over to the right one. Now here's the question. So if we go down here, and then right, we get to the edge panel, right? But if we follow the blank tally, that doesn't have an obvious arrow, and just keep going right, what happens? We go right once, and then we go down, right. Well, they can't go right anymore. So yeah, let's not overcomplicate it. We went up, and we went right. So next, let's go down. And then let's go down again. And then to the right. And then to the right again. Step 1 complete. 2 more to go. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's take a look at what the fuck this fucking thing is. Okay. Is this part of the test? BCDA, BBA. ABBA! My favorite band. I'm just kidding. I don't actually like ABBA at all. Sorry, Mamma Mia fans. I'm sure, like, some of their stuff is, like, fine. It's just not for me. I haven't listened to a ton of ABBA, to be fair. And I haven't watched Mamma Mia in a while. So, anyway. I'm trying to find this pattern in the document. So I'm looking for DBBD horizontally, and I'm not finding that. So what about... Well, all of the lines start with B. All of the lines start with B. Huh? Or am I just supposed to follow... Am I just supposed to follow each line? That's a lot of operations, though. Like, that's a lot of operations. But I could go B, C, D, A, and then I could go B, B, but I couldn't do A again. So that's not it. Okay, what about B, A, B, B, C, D, but I couldn't do A if I did that. Sorry. I think a mouse might genuinely help you guys understand what I... Oh, I can use the D-pad. Okay. So if we... They all start at B, and I think the first two don't work. So what if we tried B, D, C? No, we can't do that. There's literally no C. So B, C, D, A, C, B, D. So we can do the second to last line, but what about the last one? B, A, D, A, C, B. We can't do it. Okay, so it's the second to last line. So B, C, D, A, C, B, D. Step 2 complete. 1 more to go. Loading grid. Okay, now we have the... This is the logic puzzle. Okay, once again, just gonna save, because I'm a shameless save scummer for this kind of game. I want to do it first try, but, you know, I'm not that great. Okay, so we need to read these rules very carefully. Heart never moves to club unless it's next to spade. So we're not on a heart, so we don't need to worry about that. Spade moves to heart unless diamond is available. We are on a spade. There is a heart next to us. There is no diamond that we can move to. But let's take a look at... So I think we just move right to the heart for right now. But let's check the club. Club will never move to club or heart. So if we move onto a club, we can't move on to a club or heart. Diamond moves to club if heart is not available. Okay. So the first thing that we need to do, we're on spade, we move to heart. That makes sense. Heart never moves to club unless it's next to spade. So there's a club, it's next to a spade, so I think we go to the club. Okay. Club will never move to club or heart, so that means it has to move to spade. So we move to spade. Okay, spade moves to heart unless diamond is available. Diamond is not available, we move to heart. Okay. Heart never moves to club unless it's next to spade. So there's a club, it's next to a spade, we move to club. Okay. Club never moves to club or heart. So there are hearts and there's spade, so we move to spade. Whew! Okay, that was actually much easier than I thought. Or they die. Okay, no, they're good. Whew! Nice. Nice. Oh, nice job. You too, you saved my butt again. Literally, couldn't have done it without you. I'm glad you're here. It feels like we might actually make it out. I don't know. Feels like I've just been lucky. Hey, you saved me. Twice. I wouldn't call that luck. It's nice that you're still optimistic after this. Let's get the heck out of here. You okay? Yeah, just a killer headache. We can take a break in the great room. I don't know where else we can even go at this point. Alex, you made it. I was worried, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, we're alive, despite this place's best efforts. It was all another stupid setup. Torres. Oh, sorry. Jesus Christ. That was terrible delivery of this line. It was all another stupid setup, Torres. More puzzles, more mind games. But you survived, both of you. Hello? Kai, this is Detective Torres. She's been helping me help others. Oh, hello, Detective. Ma'am. I have a very similar voice to you. Ugh, please. Just Torres is fine. I hate being ma'amed. Did Alex fill you in? Sort of. Alex said we'd all angered some powerful people somehow. Did she? All of us, huh, Alex? Well, I've been racking my brain, and I can't think of anything. All of us have had a common thread so far. What do you do, Kai? Like, my job? I've just started college. I'm a part-time server at a place near campus. I volunteer at the animal shelter weekends. That's literally it. I'm almost criminally boring. There's gotta be something. Okay, well, while you figure that out, I really need to sit down. I don't know what that goop they had me in was, but... Oh, of course. I'm sorry. Here. Just relax. We'll work through it together. Alex, can you move that stuff so she can sit? It's they. What? Oh, sorry. Alex, let's get them off their feet. Okay, I actually really like that. That they actually... Because, like, one of the things that, like, sometimes bothers me when there's, like, fiction with an NB in it is that, like, everybody around them magically knows their pronouns. And I think it's really cool to have just a very simple, very normal, just like, you know, Torres is also an older lady, you know, might not know, like, you know, the specific, like, gender signifiers for an NB. Although, you know, who knows what they are specifically other than, like, androgyny? Anyway. But makes a mistake, misgenders them. They simply correct it. Torres corrects herself. Move on. Great. Absolutely great. Totally normal. Love that. Anyway. We can't check in with anyone. Kai, don't talk to William. Don't talk to William, though, Kai. I mean, the only person we can talk to is Kai. Hey, Kai. How are you holding up? I mean, other than this whole situation and the gob of vat fluid I hacked up earlier. Fine, I guess, considering. Feels like the rest of my life, anytime something bad happens, I'll just be like, well, at least I'm not stuck in the horrible death mansion again. Honestly, still a toss-up whether it's worse than customer service. You said you're in college, right? What are you studying? Architecture. If nothing else, I can use this place as a guideline of what not to design. Wow, seriously? That's so cool. I've never even built a sandcastle. What got you into that? Oh, I don't know. There's just something really satisfying about all those careful lines. The planning, the marrying of form and function. When I was a kid, I used to imagine my dream house. I guess I just took it a few steps farther than most. I did that too, with a water slide, ball pit, and unicorn paddock, right? Alex, please, I'm a professional. A water slide would be so wasteful. Clearly, mine had a full-size chocolate fountain and go-kart track. Nice. Very nice. Okay. I'm also glad we did get some personal information about Kai, because they were very, like, quiet earlier, and that made me quite suspicious of them. But also, where the hell do we even go now? Truly disgusting kitchen. Experimenting on people. Right, that part of the house I don't think we can even get to. Or wait. Huh? Can we? Wait. Oh, God, that spooked me. Was that a doorbell? Is someone at the front door? Okay, I guess we just go check it out. I would assume that the others would have something to say about that, but... Hello? Hello? Of course, nobody here. I'm getting really sick of being messed with. Huh, this box wasn't here before, was it? Better show this to everyone. Back already? There was a box just sitting by the front door. Figured we should open it together. I don't suppose you managed to find a way out while I was gone? Not yet, but I haven't given up. We must be missing something. We have to be. Yeah, I hope so. Anyway, you said that box was just sitting by the front door? Open it up. Let's see what this place has for us next. Looks like we're at the end game because everybody's in this cutscene. A gun. A gun? William? William, what are you? I told you. I told you! And now they're driving the point home. Only one person can win the game and get out alive. And I'm not dying, you hear me? None of us are, and none of us have to. You can't deny fate, no matter how much you might want to. This was always going to be the outcome. I was foolish to even hope. Sorry. I know you have a gun. This has been such a night, and you know how dramatic you sound, right, dude? There's no such thing as fate. I know it because we're already beating them at their own stupid game. What? Look, I know what you said, that the rules are only one person makes it alive. But we're here right now, all of us together. We've helped each other to get this far, or rather, I've done everything. William, we can do this. I know we can. We owe it to ourselves to try. I won't give up. I'll never give up trying to help people, to help you. You're so obnoxiously optimistic. I'm so tired, Alex. I'm old and I'm miserable. I'm not any better than the people who put us here. Why do you care? I mean, yeah, you're kind of a schmuck sometimes, William, but you're not... I don't want you to die. I don't want anyone to die, god damn it. Nobody has to die. I won't let them. Alex, you make me want to believe in you, as foolish as that is. Give me that, you enormous asshole. Are we all done making our big impassioned speeches? Did we get it out of our system? Because nobody is shooting anyone. Nobody is giving up. Not after everything we, Alex, has done. Ugh, I hate this touchy-feely power of friendship garbage. Now you have me doing it. Well, that was, exciting. I'm glad we're all on the side of nobody shooting anyone else. But we're still stuck in here. Alex has been everywhere, right? Do we start prying down the walls? What's left? Another tremor? Wait, what's that? Son of a... This is too convenient, right? Oh, absolutely. But is there an alternative? All right, everyone on the shortest field trip ever. Is that an elevator? Everyone, wait here. Alex, you can't go by yourself. Hey, I'm the only one who hasn't gassed or injected or flesh-walled. I just want to make sure it's safe. Well, as safe as you can be in a place like this. Alright, just be careful. Once you're sure, come back and get us. Right back. I need to keep an eye on things, anyway. If you need us, we'll come running. I'll be back soon. Sub-basement entrance. Map updated. Sweet. So, we made it to the basement. This is probably the end of the game, right? Or close enough to it. Let's take a look at the time here. Yeah, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Okay, more of the set dressing. Collars? Wow, they had spares for everything. Even William's collar. Somehow, I think the idea that his death machine wasn't bespoke would offend him. I mean, probably. I don't know. The problem is that while we do get like a decent amount of character interaction to sort of characterize people, at the end of the day, they are a little bit caricatures. Because this game just isn't that long. But still. Anyway. Panel. Exposed circuit. Looks like only one of these holes is correct. Huh? It's got lupus on it. Or wolf. Yeah. Lupus. Taurus. Aquila. And Cetus. Rather than Monoceros. I've seen all these puzzles before. Can't believe a tiny team was responsible for making all of them. What kind of person takes a job like this? Making these things, knowing people will die. Okay, I thought that was a meta comment on the developers for a second. What kind of person makes games for a living? In such a tiny team, too. Well, pay no attention to our tiny indie studio. Oh, a bomb? Is that a bomb? Yeah. Oh, another bomb. Great. Origami whale. An origami whale. I used to make these when I was younger. Though, yellow's a weird color choice for a whale. Is that like a developer joke, or is it important? Toy box. Ticking giant toy box. Not at all menacing. Black light. The black board. Schematics for some kind of circuit. It's a unicorn on it. Toy box puzzle. Prompts? Secondary. Oh, primary, maybe. Huh, okay. Toy swords. 4 toy swords? I'll just take these. 4 toy swords. 4 times the fun. Nice. Reach the back rooms. So I assume we have to like stab the correct sockets. Oh, so this is telling us that the correct socket for the lupus panel is the bottom one, which is great. Door. Locked. There's a note stuck here. You were late for the meeting, which means you get to test the puzzle. You know the drill. Solve it or die. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. Well, I guess that's why they took the job. I don't know. These binders are full of complicated schematics and what look like puzzle designs. Thousands of them. It'd be impressive if it weren't so gross, considering what they've been used for. I think my microphone's a little bit too close to my mouth. I'm going to pull that away a little bit. Okay. Well, we know the correct slots for 2. Oh, the origami whale! Whale. So it tells us which slot is the right one, right? Because it matches up. Well, anyway. I'm guessing the right way to solve this is to insert swords into the correct sides. There's got to be clues around here. There are always clues. Don't want to get this wrong, especially with the ticking. Okay. I think... yeah, it's the bottom slot for Lupus. Monoceros isn't a side, though. It's Aquila and Cetus instead. The origami whale has got to be... 2 bombs. The bottom slot doesn't have a bomb, so it's the bottom slot. Okay. Maybe I should be saving before I put more swords in this fucking toy box. Oh, I was wondering why this was, like, I thought this was like a weird poster. Pardon. I have to clear my throat there a little bit. Hopefully that didn't come over too bad on mic, sorry. But, yeah, I thought this was like a weird poster, but it's because of Aquila. So, the bird is in the lower left slot, so that's the right one. And now I just need to figure out Taurus. I mean, if it corresponds to the Monoceros key, use correct filing system, weekly review Thursdays, then it would be the upper right slot. If it's just the repurposed Taurus. But I don't know. Is there anything in here that relates to Bull? I don't think so. So, yeah, I'm not seeing anything that, like, are we looking at the ceiling? Gotta really look up. Gamers, look up, okay? I mean, I feel like the only clue toward Taurus is this Monoceros, or, well, you know, Capricorn, Unicorn, whatever thing. There's also an XD, like, isn't that funny? The unicorn or whatever. I think this text is too crunchy for them to be, like, actually, like, for it to actually matter. I'm gonna say it's the upper right slot on Taurus. Jesus Christ, that fucking scared me. Ugh, clowns. Why did it have to be clowns? Is it holding a note? Let's see if I can take it without touching it. Ugh. The last thing I want is a note from a clown. It's a diagram. Is this a hint? Hey, good job on not dying. Head over and tell us what you thought of the puzzle. You know how to unlock the door. It's a diagram. Is this a hint? I guess I gotta fuck with the binders. Oh, is it this binder right here? Oh, maybe it's this book. If I got this right, the door key should be hidden around here. Wow, a book switch. Feels like you only see those in movies. Sub-basement entrance. Okay. What room was this? Research and development. Okay. Saving the game. Wow, it's like an office. Sign says this is the subject room? Guess they're records of participants. Not getting in without an access key. This door's different. Extra secure looking. According to the sign, it's the control room. Need an access key to get in. 15,500 volts. Huh? Looks like a standard boardroom. There's another door in the back. Doesn't matter. Can't get in without an access key. Okay. Hmm. A black monolith. Or something. An exit! This place looks safe. I should get the others. Cool. They are all just vibing. I don't remember this room. Like the cellar. Torres like touches his arm. Touches William's arm. Weird. This is different. But that's definitely an exit. Why does everybody except for Alex have red text? It's kind of confusing. Never mind. It's not a big deal. The last thing in our way. It's shut tight though. There's some kind of emergency lockdown. You got a plan? I think I can override it from one of the admin computers. Saw a sign for a control room down the hallway. With some luck, I'll have us out in no time. Huh. Yeah, you do that. Keep me updated. Hey, Alex, can I talk to you for a moment? Sure, what's up? I just wanted to check in with you. Well, you're doing a lot. For all of us. Oh, well, honestly, I really don't mind. I mean, obviously, I'd prefer not to be trapped in the evil death house. But, how do I put this without sounding? I guess, well, I've always felt really lucky. People have always taken care of me. My mom, my dad, then my grandma after they died. I'm sorry, Alex. Oh, I mean, it's not okay, but it was a long time ago. Car accident. Hurts when I poke at it, but I've made my peace with it, you know? Um, but I've always had people around me who helped, even when they didn't have to. Friends, professors, that cute barista who always gives me a free cake pop when I get coffee. It's just nice to be able to take care of others finally. Feels good, you know? That's an admiral. Oh, this is such a great scene. I wrote it again. That's an admirable attitude to have if it doesn't get you taken advantage of. Well, I guess I'd still rather be the person who helps if it's needed, especially in a place like this. Designed to make you feel powerless, small, alone, even more than escaping. If I could make sure nobody else ever has to feel this way, to me it's worth all of it, you know? Alex. Oh, wow. That was a lot, huh? Sorry, I guess I've just been thinking. Anyway, really, I don't mind. I'm happy to do this for you. All of you. Even William? Even him. But I have a lot of literature to send him, and he better read it. Trust me. That's one old dog that's going to learn some new tricks. Just be careful, okay? You matter too, Alex. I will, I promise. Plus, I have a feeling like the end is in sight. It'll be all over soon. Admin keycard. Sweet. J. Steele. Understandably bloodstained. Wonder if ribbon was always red. Huh? Okay. I assume we can talk to everybody again. How much time do we have? Oh my god, we've got so much time. Solving that puzzle in the research and development took absolutely no time at all. Emblem. This thing is really creepy. You should be questioning your life choices right about the time you're commissioning a logo for your evil empire. Jesus Christ. Or your eagle empire. America. No. Okay. Charles. Alex, how are you holding up? You must be exhausted. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for us. It'd feel quite useless. Please, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Oh, no, listen. I'm the only one here who hasn't been put through some sort of weird physical trauma tonight, and my voice actor has to burp. Okay, he did it. Honestly, I'm happy to help. I'll be happier when we're out and I can grab something to eat. I'm starving. Huh, sure. Heh, sure, Charles. When we get out, that's the first thing on my list. I often keep these. What? Wait, what? Huh? That doesn't. That line didn't make any sense. And I don't know if it's a polish issue or if the game's fucking with me. Okay. I often keep these for when I'm too engrossed in work to eat. Not sure when I got this one. And it's a little worse for wear, isn't it? Very, flat. But, please, take it. Wow. Thanks, Charles. That's, well, it's very sweet. And when we get out of here, I'm treating you to some real food. Promise. Okay. That was weird. Did they not, like, playtest this game? Like, stuff like that is really obvious if you just play the game once. Like, I'm confused as to how that's still in here. I don't know. I don't know. You know, making games is hard. Making games is really hard. I don't want to impugn anybody who codes or does any of this stuff. It's really, really hard. But that is like a weird mistake to see left in. Especially since this game has been out for several years. Hey, Kai. What are you thinking about? Look serious. Oh, I guess. Torres was telling me about some of the things you said you've seen here. You know, like the stuff with the mirror and Charles. It's okay. I don't know if I believe me either. Oh, no, it's not like that. I was remembering a friend I had in junior high. She was always into, you know, weird stuff. Like conspiracies, the occult, ghosts. I think she even tried to start a podcast at some point. Anyway, I was thinking, do I owe her an apology? Like, do I need to look her up online and say, hey, you were totally right. It's true, all that crazy stuff people used to give you crap for in school. Then I started wondering whether she would believe me if I told her everything we've been through. Yeah, honestly, I'm torn. Should I write a best-selling tell-all and retire on royalties? Or bury all of this deep, deep, deep down? Like, let the authorities worry about the rest. Well, when you figure it out, you let me know. Got things to be getting on with. We can chat later. The more of this place I see, the more I don't get how it was able to happen without anyone noticing. With enough money and power, you can probably make sure people don't notice anything. And yet I ran a red light on a deserted street at midnight, all to get to the clinic for an emergency call, and I still got a fine in the mail. You know, these past few years haven't... Sometimes I question what I'm doing. Not the helping people, just whether it makes that much of a difference. I mean, there are so many people out there hurting. Sometimes it feels like the whole world is falling apart around me. Ruth, a place like this should make me feel small, futile. But for some reason, it just makes me feel more determined to do whatever I can, however much I can, as long as I'm still standing. So, don't give me those big baby deer eyes, Alex. I'm going to be fine. We all will be. I'll make sure of it. Okay. Very nice. William! Have you been here before, William? Are we quite done yet? My feet are beginning to hurt with all this walking. Your feet? I'm the one who's been trudging all over this place. Ugh, and it's so stuffy in here. Would it kill them to run a humidifier? Is that really your biggest concern right now? Well, pardon me for being concerned about the necessities. Look, all I want is to be as far away from this place as possible. As soon as possible. Surely you can understand that. Oh, trust me, I've never felt more kinship with you, and I'm sure I never will again. Okay. I like William. Not personally, but in a comedic storytelling way. I love William. I love that William's here. I hate him personally, but I love that he's here. Um, anyway. Is there anything actually to do here, or is this just, like, a pretty place to be? What's the fuck? I guess this is a chandelier, but it feels weird that it's, like, typical fluorescent lights. Also, this is all part of the plan, right? Because they still have the cameras down here. So, it's the filtered water bottle again. Wow. And a bathroom. Okay. Is this also a secret puzzle? No. But I do get to put it on my map if I look. So neat. Thanks, Torres. Okay. I love all of Alex's, like, never eating meat again. Butcher? I love all of Alex's little notes. They're so cute. Basement reception. Elevator. Right, the room into the cellar, which we just didn't go through. I wonder if that would have been an escape room, but maybe they ran out of time. An elevator. The clown. Wash closet. She doesn't even draw it. She's just like, no, it's not important. Exit. Is this the Tartarus key? Oh, it's like an escalator or something. God, that's fucking beautiful. Holy shit. That looks so good. I would use that for a thumbnail if there wasn't a gigantic fucking white dot in the center of it. That looks so good, dude. Hold on. Just gonna unsubtly aim my camera so that the white dot could maybe be clipped out if I want to use that as a thumbnail. Anyway, vending machines. Something about the idea of just people just kicking back with snacks, enjoying a break, all while orchestrating the deaths of others, really pisses me off. I mean, I would be pissed off too. Okay. The meeting room. So much water. The bottles are real glass, and the name is French. That's how you know this water is really expensive. Asshole water, in other words. I couldn't agree more. This looks like a schedule, but all the information is very deliberately Greeked. There are a bunch of doodles on the back of it. They look like eyes? Okay. This is probably not an escape room. Director's room. There has to be answers here. Access key isn't doing the trick here, though. Might be another way to open this door. Or must be. Okay. Well, we still have the access key for other rooms, so let's check these out. The subject room. I love shaking. Okay. An email. From B. Armitage to Director A. Johnson. Subject, we've got big problems. Look, bro. Okay, sorry. Let me bro this up. Look, bro. I'm not gonna argue about this with you anymore. I'm not telling them their fancy fucking set designer tripped down the stairs and broke his neck right before showtime. They'll call off this whole thing and this cycle, and they're not just gonna pat us on the heads and say, it's okay, we'll try again in 5 years. Do I have to remind you what happened to Jones? How you got promoted? And for what? Because of some broody graffiti in a room none of them will even see? Look, I checked the notes, and the only thing left is that obnoxious floor painting down below. That's it. And you and I both know nobody else goes down there other than their ritual artisan. It's just more ego-stroking bullshit. We have the project notes, right? Just send Reed down there and have him paint it up after he drops off the last player. Tell him we'll pay him extra. He's a greedy meathead. He won't ask questions. Then after the event, we can tell them what happened, and they won't even care because they'll have time to train up someone new for the next event. For now, just keep your mouth shut. Okay, so it sounds like they just locked some dude in the basement? Just send Reed down there and have him paint it up after he drops off the last player. Yeah, so I guess like one of the help they just locked him up in the basement afterwards or something because there's some painting down there that he's supposed to do. Another email? From Director A. Johnson to K. Peterson, S. Roberts, and 79 others. Subject: small tremors. I've been hearing that some of you have concerns about structural stability following some of those annoying tremors we've been experiencing. Let me put those concerns to rest by reminding you how impenetrable this manor is. A tank couldn't bring it down, much less some little quakes that don't even register on the Richter scales in town. This place has stood for over 100 years, and I dare say it will be here long after we are all dead. Okay. We could all be British, now that I think about it. I don't know. As an American, I tend to assume English media is set in America, but it could be in Britain, especially since William almost certainly seems to be British. Oh man, I would kill for a cup of coffee, even if it's stone cold and has been sitting here for who knows how long. No, steady, Alex. You're better than that. Well, there was coffee upstairs. You did make it for a puzzle, and William drank it, so it couldn't be poisoned or anything. So you could have had coffee earlier. These binders look like product inventory? No, wait, it says product, and all the information is heavily redacted, but are these logs of the people who have been through this before us? There's so many who have died. I don't have time for this. Okay. Well, we read some emails telling us that we might meet somebody else later. Also, this game has Steam trading cards, and I saw them, and one of them is a dude named Reed, so I think we're gonna meet that guy. Unsubtle out-of-game spoilers. Okay. Is this the puzzle room? Is this room the access key? That's what it seems like. Oh, hell yeah, this is a puzzle room. Okay, again, this is not how lighting works, okay? The lighting doesn't... I know it's like an engine limitation or whatever they're doing, but that's not how lighting works. Okay, we've got another email. But let's go clockwise, shall we? Servers. Oh man, look at this stuff. It's all top of the line hardware. What I wouldn't give for the time to dig around the guts of these. Wait, why is our text not yellow anymore? Because like, look, if I come over here and I look at the coffee, Alex's text is yellow. But if I go in here and I look at the servers, the text is white. That's inconsistent. What the fuck? Oh, it's just cables. Heavy-duty cables. They must have been used on the servers. I'll take them with me, just in case. What's the heavy-duty cables? These are the type used to network servers together. Oh, right. Alex does know. I was about to be like, how do you know that, Alex? But Alex knows about computers. And such. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're close to an hour, but I'm willing to at least finish this room. I hope it just doesn't deposit us at, like, a super cliffhangery story moment. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do. I don't. But anyway. Current known issues. Rewire LAD 01 FOEW. Plumbing needs replacements F1. Subject team layoffs. Fire alarm issue. Full lockdown requires manual server override. Check, check, check. Okay. This is clearly some puzzle bullshit. So I'll just ignore that for right now. Take a look at this. Well, they must have had people in here running the show, right? So I guess they must have all been told to vacate. From blank to Director A. Johnson. Subject: the founder's goals. You've been told before. It's not your job to question things. Whatever fantastical mumbo-jumbo you might have heard third hand from some of the older members about the impetus of our great organization, it has always been about entertaining the rich and powerful. They call themselves the Tartarus Society, for crying out loud. What part of that says discerning and well-adjusted to you? When we hired you, we gave you the most advanced technology and resources money could buy to craft that entertainment. And when I get long emails from you babbling about demons and dreams and shadows in the stage we built, I am not entertained. Take this as your sign to course correct. The board appreciates your work and your discretion thus far. The game is starting soon. Do not disappoint us. I'd so hate for us to have to find another director. That's kind of what I sort of thought most of the people working on this would be sort of dealing with, is sort of the implicit threat, like, you'll end up in the games if you don't fucking go along. But also, it's from nobody. So that's interesting. Also, I have not commented on this until now, but all of the computer monitors are cathode ray tube monitors. So does that mean that this takes place, because like this is supposed to be the best equipment money can buy, right? So does that mean that this takes place in like the late 90s, early 2000s? I don't know. I forget when LED or LCD screens became more in vogue. Well, these are LCDs. They're not computers. They're TVs, but or just displays, but I don't know. Maybe they just went for it because it's aesthetic. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's another red light. I think we have another email to read. From K. Peterson to J. Thomas. Subject, player emergency. There is no player for the ground floor West Wing section. The player that was supposed to be there was that genetic scientist they caught leaking info on that online forum. He's gone. Gone. Dead. Reed was vague, but apparently he knew he was being followed, that he was going to be next, and there was an accident. Goddamn Reed. We cannot have an empty play area, so Reed was told to grab the first person he found. This is just so sloppy. We spent all that time designing that room for that specific schmuck, and now we have to a random schmuck. It's just sloppy. We gathered what intel we could on this Kai person, so I'm attaching that here. Do what you can, but if you can't come up with any new props or puzzles to tie it all together, well, blame Reed. This year's game has completely gone to hell. First we had to shoehorn in that fancy bastard just because he pissed someone off. Now this? I've put in so many late hours trying to fix this. I think it's messing with my head. I keep having these weird dreams, seeing things out of the corner of my eye. All this stupid ghost stories they tell you to justify their little egotistic production here must be finally getting to me. I need a vacation. Okay. Kate Peterson. So that's why Kai is here. They were just snatched up to replace a genetic scientist. And that's also why their room was not a puzzle. You just had to find items. It's because they were a last-minute addition. That's a neat like way to explain that. I think that's cute. I shouldn't say that. It's kind of patronizing, but I don't know. I think it's a cute way to explain it. I don't know. That's the word I'm thinking of using. Anyway. So that makes sense. And then they also had to shoehorn in William, which I guess is why he was just in a room by himself that didn't lead to anything. Computer table. This looks promising. A computer this large has to have access to the exits, which would be handy if it would turn on. It refuses to boot without the correct server connections. Okay. Let's actually get a handle on solving this freaking puzzle. It's looking like it's saying that... Well, hold on. What am I looking at? Okay, so... It's sort of in an L shape. It looks like there are two connectors here, two connectors here. So, but I'm also confused. Because we also have this, which is supposed to be guiding us, I assume. Plus, plus, minus, straight, circle, circle with a line through it that looks kind of like a theta. circle the line through it vertically. Vertical line. Okay. But only 3 of the servers are checked off. I'm gonna scratch my ear again, so I'll be a little quieter for a moment. Okay. So, I don't know. I don't know. Oh! It corresponds to the monitors. It corresponds to the monitors. So I need the upper left, which is a plus. And then 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th monitor. So I need the theta. And then I need the 6th monitor, which is the circle with the vertical line. Okay. So plus horizontal circle, vertical circle. So I need to find a connector for plus. This is a regular circle. The data port. Luckily, I have just a cable for the job. Should be able to connect different servers together. Okay, that's not what we need. Oh, am I like building the shapes? Is that what I'm doing? Oh, okay. That's cool. So that's the vertical circle, but I also need the horizontal circle, which I can probably just do. Does it matter which ones I connect, or do I just need to make the shapes? And then I just need the plus sign. It looks good. Yeah, looks like we're all good. Okay. Did that do? Still nothing. Refuses to boot without the correct server connections. Okay. Well, plus. So we have a plus. And then we have 4th monitor from the bottom, which is horizontal circle and vertical circle. Do I not have the horizontal circle? I do, but maybe I've done it wrong? Hold on, let's undo all of the connectors, I guess. Oh, it, like, is it permanently changing that? No. Okay. So wait, what if I connected these two? No, that's not what I want. Okay, if I connect those two, it doesn't do anything. So... Huh. Oh, there's like a missing panel up there. Weird. Okay, hold on. I have to turn off my space heater. You're gonna hear a small beep. It's getting a little hot. A little warm in here. I really shouldn't be running it, but... It's so cold. This room gets really, really cold. Anyway. Okay. No, stop it. I mean, we can make the plus sign like here. But so what? Like, okay. Like, we make the shape. But I'm not really getting what we do after making the shape. I feel like I'm missing something. We could read the email from behind. That's very funny. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing here? I am not sure. Because I thought I had it. Wait, there's like a dot in the center. Does that matter? I don't think it does. It's the same color. I mean, they're all connected. They're all connected in a loop, even. But maybe that's not what it wants. Why is that a circle? Maybe... Oh, maybe I have to get them to stay like that without the connectors? Huh? I'm really not getting it, guys. Chat, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it, chat. Huh? Maybe the plus needs to be over here. I don't know. I at this point we're at just like I'm trying it. I'm trying whatever. Well, this is now permanently blue, which is weird. Okay, now it's white again. Okay, so do I have to just like do that? Like, just don't have the wires connecting anything? I don't know, this puzzle deeply confuses me. You know what? I think this is one of those times where I'm gonna have to pause and do some thonking, and I'll come back. I'll save with things in this current configuration so that when I figure it out, I'll reload the save and I'll redo the solution. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I got it. But the answer, I guess it was just me overcomplicating it or undercomplicating it. I don't know. But essentially, you know how we get the symbols in left to right, like over there? Well, you also have to like fill in the blanks over here in left to right. So I'm just gonna unblank them. So basically what that means is like the plus sign has to be here, and then the horizontal circle, as long as my memory hasn't immediately failed me, but the horizontal circle has to be here, and then the vertical circle has to be here. It feels very arbitrary. You know, I guess I should have just tried that. So I guess it's my bad, once again, that I've stumped myself. But, you know, it only took me like, I don't know, a couple more minutes of fiddling to try it off screen. So I guess here we are. I think that did it. I've reset the server connections. I should be able to access the central computer. But, well, we are very close to the end of the game. And also, we're way over an hour. So I think we'll be stopping here, guys. So I will see you guys next time. thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.